Hi, it's Juliet and welcome back to my channel. So most of the time I try to forget that I have a YouTube channel to grow, and I tend to forget to have a channel, and I guess I'm more of a consumer than a creator. Nevertheless, I keep trying. Like for the past, I believe for the past 1 week, I fell into the rabbit hole of Thai BL dramas. Like, man, those guys are really out of this world. Anyway, today's video is actually more of talking, and I just want to bear some thoughts that normally just come into my head sometimes, because as of this moment I don't have a job yet, so I have more time to think about things that do not concern me. Anyway, most of the time you tend to you be on your own and you're sitting down, maybe reading a book, maybe watching a movie, or maybe just being idle like me, and you notice something at a periphery, and then you look there and there's nothing going on there. And I actually did an experiment maybe 3 days ago, and because I kept seeing something at my periphery, and whenever I look I did not see anything, so it got me thinking, what if indeed some people believe in the supernatural, why some don't believe in the supernatural? Well, me, I do not have any opinion, because, well, let's just leave it at that. Anyway, it got me thinking that what will happen if you actually convince your mind to believe that these things are true. Yes, there are mental illness where people believe that things that are not there are there, but is it possible for someone that's relatively normal, in my in my sense, to convince myself that there are things, entities, marriage that are just surrounding us, and maybe once in a while we do see them, but because our mind cannot comprehend that there are things like that, or maybe our mind do comprehend, but because we have been programmed to believe that things like that aren't real, then whenever we do see things like that, we don't believe they are real, and so we just chalk it up with seeing things. So I now consider, if I sit down and try to convince myself, tell myself, Juliet, this thing is real. What you are seeing is real. Do not doubt yourself. And then I'll now start thinking, it got me thinking, am I crazy? And is it possible for me to convince myself that they are real? Because the mind is a complex machine, in the sense that great things have come from people's mind, extremely great things. I'm sure 50 years ago, people did not believe that technology would have advanced to this extent. People now believe that it's not even possible that people of those days where there was no technology, I'm sure they did not comprehend that we would have advanced to this level. So I now say, can I be able to convince my mind that these things I see? So it got me thinking about the movie Inception, whereby they go into the mind and they plant ideas, and the mind, when the man now woke up, he now suddenly thought that it was him that had that idea, and he went on to work on that idea. So and in my own instance now, if I do manage to convince myself that those marriages are real, would they now become very obvious to me? Would they say that those marriages are real, say that those illusions are real, and I now manage to convince myself that yes, I believe in them, yes, they are real, and let's say they are real, would they now start showing themselves to me? Would they now become more obvious to me and come to me, and will I break into the next level of enlightenment and actually start interacting with beings that are not us normal people? And it's just a wonder. I'm not crazy yet, though. I'm not crazy yet. So it got me thinking. Wait, what? Because the mind is, like I said earlier, it's a very complex machine. people have, we advance this level, and subsequently we will advance more. We go back in time, we will go to the future, or the people from the future are the people that came back and they're now making us advance to this extent. Because let's say, for instance, that people like the world has actually developed time travel in the future, and many of them are coming back to this time, to this moment in time, and creating. Let's say if they came back as children, and they are now like they have the knowledge of the future, and they are creating things. Because I just sit down and I just imagine, how do all these things work? How do people come up with this in their mind? They just sit down and just start imagining. They just sit down and start thinking, like, how? Well, I guess, I don't think I'm capable of all these complex thoughts, but I just think sometimes, like, what if, like the movie Inception? So if I do convince my mind, is that how people are able to convince themselves about things? Is that how people started believing in religion? In the sense that they start saying things and then they now chalk it up to a higher being, to a God, and as God is there and maybe they now start believing in it, then God now starts talking to them and they start believing more, and they now start share the gospel. Or, I know this might be controversial, but was he, a madman that was able to convince people that there is a God, and that's how the gospel spread? Sorry, just kidding. Anyway, I guess that's it for today's video. Have a nice day. Please like my video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Bye.